Hi folks, Steve Wilson here, Education Coordinator with Reach Out. How y'all doing? You'll be pleased to know that our summer term is up and running and I am helming the environmental art again, although I think Ross is going to step in and do some work with balancing stones because he's a master at it. Trust me, I can't wait to see his videos. I've seen pictures of it and it is unbelievable. I am out in the woods today, as you may have noticed. And I was heading to an area that I'd bookmarked earlier that I thought would be really interesting to make some art in. But en route, such as these things are, I spotted a really pleasing looking steen. And I've got a few ideas, so I might actually get going with the video right here. Now, if I can work out how to flip my camera around when I'm filming, I didn't think I can, so there'll be a little jump just now and then I'll show you what I'm thinking about. Right, folks, one really pleasing looking steen. Look at that, soaking wheat. A bit like a tooth, isn't it? Or something, if it was standing up, something like quite monolithic. And round about it, I instantly was looking for some colour and I spotted a really nice yellow leaf down here, if you can see it, and some rowan berries, and just off in the distance, a really vibrant looking rowan tree. If I balance my cuppa just now, I'll see if I can zoom in for you. Bit too hazy, but anyways, here we are. So, what I think I might do is collect some supplies for the area, something colourful, and I might do a little bit of art on this stone, and we'll save my original location for another week. So, bear with me, and I'm going to go and have a little forage. If there's anything particularly interesting pops up, I'll film it for you. Okay, focus. See you after the jump. Aye, folks, that's us back at base camp now. I would have normally just put this together, whatever I was making, actually out in the field on that rock, but my camera isn't waterproof, I'm afraid, and it was a little bit too wet to be pottering about out there. So I'm back in a little art studio. And what I'm thinking is making some sort of offering to put on the rock, just like they would have done in ancient times. Numerous, maybe all ancient cultures usually made sacrifices or made offerings to whatever gods they followed to allow for better crop yields or better weather or to chase away bad omens or bring good luck in the future and that. So, just as a little nod back to that sort of rituals, I have collected all the things that stood out to me during my little walk, and that was mainly the things that were quite bright and vibrant and colourful because everything else is different shades of green, such as the time of year. And these are the things that would have stood out as being maybe special in some way, like the ancient Egyptians and ancient Aztecs, Mayans. They used a lot of stones that were found on coastal areas and wouldn't normally be found in the areas that the indigenous people lived, and these stones of course brought on this amazing value, and there was a reverence about them because they were different to where they were at. They stood out from what would be the norm around here. Now these things don't necessarily stand out because they're for that area, but in terms of colour and vibrancy they certainly caught my eye. So I am going to build some sort of little I'm going to use a word that I've only read in books: tithe. How's that? Go Google it. Hopefully I've pronounced it correctly, and what it is I think a tithe is a type of offering that is laid out to be gathered by peoples or gods or whatever you believe, and I'm imagining it's something almost wreath-like, and I'm going to try and fit everything together naturally. And part of that is because it's a really pleasing way to work with anything that is natural, comes from the environment. But also, I've got to get it back out to that amazing looking stone. And, oh, look at that. I really like how that looks. And as a result, I'm wanting it to be carryable. Now, if I can pierce this through, that'll help hold that up together as well. And I feel like they framed that really nicely, almost like an umbrella, which I could have done with today. And whilst I put this together, I want to speak about this term now. It's a shorter term, but as ever, since there is still no face-to-face work, I would really like if you folks would identify an area round about yourselves that you can access easily, that would have some potential to do some art in, and let us know what your plans are. If you've got a head full of ideas, brilliant, get making some art. If you'd like some ideas, let us know. You can look at some of our previous videos or just let us know and we can certainly point you in the right direction. And if you are completely stuck, why not follow what I'm doing here today? Collect some materials for where you're based at, find something nice to lay them on, put them together, and then lay them out for somebody to find maybe. Now, so, you know something, in all my years, and I used to blow these with my granny Jess whenever she looked after me, and they would tell the time. I can't remember what I called them for the life of me, and I think everybody's got different names, but I've no idea what this is. Even, you know what, I didn't even know what the correct term for it is, so I'm going to look it up and I'm going to put it in a caption at the bottom so everybody's a bit wiser. Now I want a little hole in this because I want that to stick out of there. And the berries, I think, are going to be the main attraction, so I'm going to lay them in the middle. Oh, look, a little wee beetle, I don't know if you can see that. We'll get him back to before he came for post haste. A little flower decorating that. These nice leaves can just lie on top. And I'm going to lay this out maybe in a bit of cardboard just to get it out to that stone again. And see if we can get some nice bit, and I might lay these leaves around it, sort of scattered out, and then the berries on top, and that'll be the final piece now. Ah, here we go, here's a nice looking bit. Right, that was my toes, but don't worry, I have a big sturdy pair of boots on. Right, let's get our little sculpture onto this. Now, look at that. Just with some random bits and pieces, we have built ourselves an offering to the forest gods. Look at that. Right, this is going to jump again. It'll be me out with my jacket on in the pouring rain, finding that bonny stone again. Right, see you in a second, folks. And here we are, folks, our little wee offering to the forest gods. Look at that. I feel like we should maybe say something. How about we'll do a little ode to the bonny wids. Ode to the bonny wids. I often much appreciate you. I hope you didn't mind me trumping through you. It's always with respect and reverence. Like I said, I often much appreciate you hearing me, and I hope you like this little gift in return. All the best, men. Right, folks, that's us done. I'm just slowly wandering back through the woods again. It's been fun, short and sweet today. We'll maybe go to the area that I originally planned to work in the coming weeks if it's a bit drier, or I could take my big kind of golfing umbrella, keep us all warm and cosy. Hope it's sparked some thoughts for yourselves. As ever, just get outside, breathe some fresh air, have a look at your surroundings and mark some small and positive change for yourself and for folk around you, because you never know if I was going to stumble upon what you've made. Hope Aberdeen's keeping well. It's great having you back on board again. It looks like summer's over, but autumn months are fantastic for environmental art, so next big term proper, hopefully we'll be together in a park and we can get some bigger project going. But as it is now, just hud our chop in, all the best, and give us a shout if there's anything we can help with. Okay, cheers folks.